EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Los Angeles Rams. And we are underway from SoFi Stadium. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down. This defense for the Rams, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Now we're at 1st down pickup of 8. It's complete to Williams. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a 1st down. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be 1st, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands.
Jahmyr Gibbs with career touchdown number 128. He's now tied with Marvin Harrison for number 9 on the all-time list. And the Lions are on the board first on the road here in L.A. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Harrison Davis to kick off.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll run with a rookie drafted in the 3rd round. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Now he's free at the 35. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Rams are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here. And this ball will come out to the 35. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
You talk about this Rams defense. Right now in the National Football League, they're ranked number 18 against the pass.
And you see the starting unit here, but really, you're going to see a lot of different personnel, a lot of different packages as they rotate in and out throughout the game.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He'll try and do this himself. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out, and giving the ball back to their offense.
They're going to try and throw. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
It's a turnover on downs.
Okay, break.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Looking left side, and it's complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
Now a second and 10.
At the 21-yard line.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Puka Nacua, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7.
Rams 14, Lions 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had. And it's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Lions are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
The kick is
The extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
At their own 32-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 86 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Boy, some big runs here, Charles, already in this first quarter.
Yeah, if the lanes are there, go ahead and exploit them. But what I like the most, how decisive he is, putting his foot in the ground and going.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there. It's 2nd down. The Rams at 2-0 here to begin the season. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Well, an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
It's a loss of 10 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. These two teams all tied after one. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive.
19 tight. 19. Dragon 60.
He'll drop to throw. And oh no, it's incomplete. It's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down. And this one is right down the middle. And they take a 17-14 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and they were trying to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. His second catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up 3rd down now. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41.
19 Tiger. 50. 50. Ready?
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Rams are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
On the set.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
7 Pirates. 18 Pioneers.
2nd and 6. This one taken in by Olave. his first catch, good for 8 and a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, give the zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed out one down the line of scrimmage.
Third catch in his first half for him, and this one is a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now a first carry here for the running back. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Here's a 2nd and 7. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Through the middle of the field. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. How about that for a little jolt right before intermission?
You talk about taking momentum into the half with you, and so many teams have an emphasis on trying to score in the last 2 minutes of the half to carry that with them. It's not often talked about scoring on defense, though. That's extra mo.
And now they may take the lead into the locker room as well.
To kick off.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Ready? 18 Cardinal, 18. Ready?
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so they're all a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Now back to throw. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. And he's going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Of 12 yards. And the Rams first down. 1st and 10 at the 40.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
They'll set up a throw. Pass complete there to Nakua. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 27-yard line.
16 yards.
It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Now he'll tuck this and run. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 15-yard line. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as the clock will stop for 20 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. They'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line.
A loss of 6.
It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now he's getting the ball to start the second half. How about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
60 Eagles! 60 Eagles!
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Second and 10.
Second down and 10.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
It's a gain of 6.
He'll look to throw. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. Only able to gain a couple there. And that'll bring up fourth down.
Just for baseball, we call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the first down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a fourth down.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it here. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
First down.
21 yards there. A big play on fourth down.
34-yard line.
So after the big play on fourth, here's first and 10.
Come on.
They're going to look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete.
10 more yards.
If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Chris Olave, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Rams have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point right down the middle. And that gives them a 3-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
35-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And I just don't know. Heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. And he stopped at about the 38 after a pickup of 4. Here's third and 7.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's third down.
Looking to throw. Look in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Through the middle of the field. Touchdown! Jamison Williams, 61 yards. And the Lions have retaken a third-quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
That strong return to set them up nicely for this drive. And we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
They go play action here on first down. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 30-yard line.
60 Bison.
He'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I certainly like the idea. You're down on their side of the field. Get your big play guy involved. That time, they put one up for him to see if he can pull it down in the end zone. But the coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play.
Come on. Set. Cougar 19.
They'll look to throw here. And they'll find the open man. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
Okay, ready?
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
At the 5-yard line.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. And Tommy Adebawore able to record his 5th sack of the season. After the sack, 3rd and goal now from the 12. They'll drop to throw. And he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
Brings up 4th down and goal.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And that'll bring him back within a point. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
35-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Second down and a little more than a yard here.
Here we go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's got this to Williams, complete. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jamison Williams with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Lions use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead.
35. Rams, 27.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Their own 32-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. There's still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. Just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and two-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage.
It leads to
Here's second and 10.
Here we go. Set.
They'll set up to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Let's go. Ready up.
Back to throw here. That is caught. And he is going to have the Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And the Rams first down. First and 10 at the 46-yard
On
line.
first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
At the 45-yard line.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
It's a gain of
37.
That's good. For
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive
First and
line,
goal
and we
at the
have to here.
7-yard line.
The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Lions are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And they'll get him down up past the 15. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him, 15 big yards. So that last play gives him a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it, as he gets wiped out on that one.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
That pass caught. It's Williams. Now he's into the clear again. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams, 83 yards. And the Lions are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is up to 15 now.
27. Harrison Bevis to kick off.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And a terrific return as they finally do stop him, but not before he's inside the 15.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
And this is caught. He's got a touchdown. Puka Nacua, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Rams are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point right down the middle. As this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion.
Rams, 34.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 40-yard line.
They'll go again with Gibbs. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be brought down with a penalty flag on the field. It was a late decision to throw, and it might have been too late. Here comes the Lions punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
And I'm not sure if he got a little sloppy with his mechanics or just put too much juice on the snap. But either way, this one ends up out of the punter's reach. And now it's up to their defense to bail them out.
That one looks like he'll throw here. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Over the middle and taken in by Laporta. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance. The key to any screenplay is all of the deception. That means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short game.
Well, here's a fake on a jet sweep, and they'll look to throw it off play action. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
On 3rd down, here's Gibbs. And he will have a Lions 1st down, and that's the one that should seal a victory. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not